Pit the squirrel lived in peace, having mastered the lesson that knowing others is wisdom. Yet, a whispering dissatisfaction remained. He would watch a beaver's dam and feel inadequate, or a hawk and feel a pang of envy. It was as if a shadowy part of him still vied for the steering wheel. This was his higher task. Knowing oneself is enlightenment. One morning, Pip found a caterpillar named Pupa on a leaf. Pupa was a creature of constant, agitated motion. He gazed at butterflies, whispering, "Oh, to have wings." Then he would watch beetles, musing, "If only I were strong and protected like them." An old snail with a mossy shell approached the sighing caterpillar. "Why the heavy heart, little one?" the snail inquired. "I merely observe my wretched existence," Pupa scoffed. "I am neither beautiful like the butterfly, nor strong like the beetle. I am merely Pupa." The snail regarded him with knowing eyes. "You chase what you see on the outside. You seek strength, which is the power to conquer others. But that power is always fading. The true goal is might, which is the power to conquer yourself. Tell me, where does this restlessness truly reside? Is it the world that lacks, or is it the yearning within you that is never satisfied?" Pupa paused, confounded. "But it is what I see. The wings, the shells, the freedom." "Ah," the snail chuckled. "You point to the outer world, yet the discontent blooms from within. Until you become aware of what you do not know about yourself, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Pip realized the snail spoke to his own lingering restlessness. Pupa began to pay attention to the internal voices of envy and self-pity. By bringing these shadowy impulses into the light, he began to understand them. He who knows contentment is rich. Pupa began to pay attention to the shadowy whispers, not just as fleeting thoughts, but as distinct voices. He listened to the envy, the self-pity, the relentless comparison. He observed how these feelings would suddenly surge, driving him to frantic, unnecessary movements. He realized, with a jolt, that these were not external forces, but parts of himself that he had ignored. By bringing these shadowy impulses into the light of his awareness, Pupa began to understand them. He was, as the Tao teaches, a composite of competing impulses. Now, for the first time, he recognized both drivers. Slowly, Pupa began to shift. He still felt envy sometimes, but instead of letting it drive him, he acknowledged it. He started to find a quiet contentment in the simple act of munching a leaf, truly tasting its green essence. He felt the warmth of the sun and knew, profoundly, that he had a leaf to rest on, sun to warm him all he truly needed for this moment. He who knows contentment is rich, and this grain of gold made him richer than a gold mountain could make another poor. As days turned into weeks, Pupa's internal transformation deepened. He had conquered himself, not by brute force, but by enlightenment. This was unyielding might, a true power greater than the beetle's shell. Pupa found peace in knowing himself and spun his chrysalis in quiet acceptance. Emerging renewed, he embodied the truth. He who conquers himself is strong. He who endures is everlasting. Watching him, Pip understood enlightenment is not found by striving outward, but by living steadfastly in harmony with one's true nature. The fable is based on Chapter 33 of Tao Te Ching.